The bishop that was recently attacked that we discussed last week has released an official statement from his hospital bed, giving a message not only to the congregation and his supporters, but also to the attacker. So let's listen together. He starts by giving an update on his health.
We thank the Lord Jesus for what took place in the last couple of days. I'm doing fine, recovering very quickly. We thank the Lord Jesus. So there is no need to be worried or concerned.
And then he references those that were seen rioting after his attack outside of his church.
Worshippers watching online swarmed to the scene. Officers responding to the incident came under attack from the mob.
To those that were reacting violently, he says,
and a piece of advice to our beloved faithfuls. I need you to act Christ-like. The Lord Jesus never taught us to fight. The Lord Jesus never taught us to retaliate. The Lord Jesus never said to us an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. The Lord Jesus said, never return evil with evil, but return evil with good. For this is our master, our teacher, our leader, and our good shepherd who leads us to green pastures and still waters. So my beloveds, I want you to always be calm. We need to be always law-abiding citizen as well. We need to cooperate with the police directives, whether it be at a state level or a federal level. But above all, we are Christians and we need to act like it. Love never fails. 1 Corinthians 13:8. Love never fails.
But then he goes on to address the person that attacked him.
I forgive whoever has done this act, and I say to him, you're my son, I love you, and I will always pray for you. And whoever sent you to do this, I forgive them as well, in Jesus' mighty name. I have nothing in my heart but love for everyone. Whether that person is a Christian or not, it's totally beside the point. The Lord Jesus always taught us to love one another. Love God and love your neighbor like yourself. Whoever that neighbor is, we need to love them and respect them as we love and respect ourselves.
So, at this point you might be saying, the attacker did his best to take the life of the bishop. So how on earth could the bishop possibly forgive that person? Well, we'll come back to that, but also note that to be a disciple of Christ means to follow his teachings, and Christ said to love your enemies and to pray for those that persecute you, leading to this statement.
So I have forgiven them, I'm praying for them, and for this young man, I say to you, you're my son, and you'll always be in my praise. May the Lord Jesus forgive you, may the Lord Jesus bless you and show you the way, my dear son. And once again, to our beloved faithfuls, we need to reflect Christ in our life. The Lord Jesus never said, go out and fight in the street. Never said to retaliate, but to pray. And this is what I'm asking everyone to do. Pray, my beloved, thank the Lord Jesus, and respect the law of this country, and also adhere to the directives from our beloved police force, from the commissioners, and to everyone else in this government. We need to be law-abiding citizens. God bless you all, and God willing, we will see you soon and go back to our normal duties once again, serving the Lord from the heart. God bless. Take care.
And here he ended by reestablishing the words of Paul in Romans 13, when Paul commands Christians to submit to their governing authorities, followed by James 4, when James says that the Lord is ultimately in control, then we should say, if the Lord wills, we will do this or that. But after hearing this message, there were a lot of people in the comments wondering how the bishop could possibly forgive the person who tried to take his life. And the answer is found in the example of Christ, who prayed for the forgiveness of the very people who were in the process of taking his life. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that Christians can't protect themselves in self-defense. They absolutely can. But what it does mean is that Christians are commanded to not retaliate out of revenge. Instead, we're commanded to forgive, and forgiveness is the voluntary suffering for the sake of the greater good. And that's one of the reasons for why forgiveness requires the highest degree of true strength. But not everyone agrees with me on this, particularly Andrew Tate. To see why I believe that Tate's advice to Christians following this attack ultimately leads to insecurity and weakness, go ahead and check out this video, and I'll see you over there.